welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aina, and today's video is going to be about my favorite hobby, which is shopping. Today's video is going to be an Ulta haul video, and I'm very excited to show you what I picked up. And I did actually pick these up in like separate trips to Ulta and separate orders online, so I thought of just compiling them all together instead of making like multiple videos. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button right down below. Quick disclaimer, I want to let y'all guys know that I am linking all the products that I'm talking about today, as well as linking all of the products that I used on my face today, just in case you were curious. All links that are marked with an asterisk are affiliation links, which mean I make a very small commission if you purchase from those links. If you don't feel comfortable purchasing from those links, that's okay. If you decide to, I really appreciate you for supporting me. I picked up a bunch of random things at Ulta, things that piqued my interest, some oldies but goodies, some things that I needed to refresh on. Honestly, I did pick up multiples of kind of the same item but different brand. I'm not gonna do anything in particular order, so let's go ahead and get started. So I love eyeshadows, and honestly they're one of my guilty pleasures. I did pick these up in different trips throughout this year, so some of these are in store still and some of these are not. I'm not sure if some of these are limited edition. If they're not, I'll go ahead and list everything down below. I bought not one or two or three, but I actually bought 4 Anastasia eyeshadow palettes. I know it's crazy. Did not buy these when they first launched, obviously. I still wanted them when I went to the store, so I went ahead and picked them up. I have the Carli Bybel palette, the Amrezy palette, and the Aina palette. This looks so pretty. I love cool tones. I am starting to venture out more into cool tones instead of warm tones, and I think they really do suit me. This one has a lot of shimmers, and the reason why I bought it is because the shimmers looked outrageous swatch. This next palette is the Aina palette. I did actually dip into the shade Trust Issues because I could not resist that pearlescent white. And I do love this last quad over here with the warms. They are so fall in my opinion. The next palette I got was the Amrezy palette, and I had to show my favorite influencer lots of love. And I think these colors are absolutely stunning, and Gemini and Georgina are calling my name. I love the color scheme of this palette. It looks so pretty. Can't wait to dip my hands in it. And the last one I got was the Carli Bybel palette, and these colors are so soft and pretty. That's why I had to pick it up. I just think they're absolutely stunning. Anastasia has my favorite eyeshadow formula, are my new babies, and I can't wait to play with them. I got the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. This has a lot of good reviews, and I love charcoal. My scalp is very oily. I actually have not washed my hair, so that's why it's up and messy. My hair is really greasy, especially at the root, so I thought this would help detox my scalp when I don't have time to wash my hair. The next thing I purchased was the Evian Spray. This is literally Evian spring water, and this is mineral water. This is supposed to hydrate and moisturize, refresh, and tone. I did get the big size because I saw the little ones and I thought might as well get the big one for a couple dollars more. And my friend Sherry really does love this, so that's the reason why I picked it up. I've seen this everywhere. I actually did not want to buy it because literally it's just water, and she said it's actually really good, so I went ahead and picked it up to try it. The next thing I purchased was the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. So I'm actually a huge fan of Living Proof. I have used their Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. I did buy the big old jugs, and my hair was super healthy. I have used this before too, and this is basically like an in-shower styler. You can leave it in your hair wet, and it's supposed to make your hair like not get so frizzy, and basically you wet style your hair. It makes it look so much more better than if you were to let it dry by itself. This is supposed to enhance your texture and shine, and this is for air dried styles, so if you're the type of person that's lazy with your hair, aka me, this is perfect for you. I did chop off a big old chunk of my hair at the hair salon the other day, and I just am really tired of fixing my hair. I might shave my head, who knows, because I'm really tired of having to deal with my hair so much. So I got bangs, that way I'm forced to style my hair, but now I just keep tucking them to the side instead of wearing them forwards. Next thing I bought is another hair care product. I'm actually getting more into hair care because, like I said, I don't do nothing to my hair. I usually don't fix my hair at all, so it's a new world that I'm venturing into is hair care. So I got the IGK Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm. This is with coconut oil. This is vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. It has UV protection. It's petroleum and mineral oil free, sulfate free, and paraben free. So this is a leave-in conditioning balm that won't weigh your hair down. And the reason why I purchased this is because I do have really dry ends. Even though I'm oily up here, the rest of my hair can be dry and frizzy. And so my hair does tone down a little bit more when I have moisture in my hair, so that's the reason why I picked this up. Since this has UV protection in it, I think this would be good enough for you to use in place of your heat spray. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not into hair, but I know UV is for protection, so I think this would be okay to blow dry your hair with. Next thing I purchased is an oldie but goodie for me. I swear by this. This is my favorite. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. This dry shampoo actually cleans your hair. A lot of dry shampoos, they just have powder and it absorbs the oil, but this one actually cleanses your scalp, which is awesome. This has fast-acting powders that not only soak up oil but sweat and odor. And they have a patent molecule in this spray. The way that you're supposed to use this is you spray it in your root and you leave it on for 30 seconds. You kind of hear it like pop, like the bubbles pop. You leave it in and then you massage it in. I also love that this gives me volume. It makes my hair feel so clean. I like to use this after I get out of the gym because I feel really gross when I sweat. You do use this before I go to the gym just so my hair doesn't smell while I'm sweating. It's just something that is for me. So this actually cleans your hair, eliminates sweat and oil and odor. So this is oldie but goodie and I swear by this. Can't wait to start using it again. It's been a long time since I purchased this and I remember that I really enjoyed it. And my next item that I purchased is another Living Proof item. I actually bought 2 of the full dry volume blast spray. I really like this because it does texturize and volumizes my hair. I love big, fluffy, teased hair, and I feel like I don't necessarily get that when my hair is clean versus when it's dirty. So if my hair is a little clean, I do spray this at the root and I tease and it looks so good. These products are supposed to motivate me for me to do my hair, but so far they've been sitting here in my closet waiting for me to show, and now I get to actually use these. So hopefully this year I actually start fixing my hair instead of throwing it up in a pony or bun every day. I did order this online when they did have a sale a while back. So I actually bought 10 of these. I've seen people using these in their looks and I've always wanted to purchase these, but I never got around to. All of my Stila liquid eyeshadows are finished, so I thought I would try a different formula of liquid eyeshadow. I really do love them because they're fast and easy to use. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this formula. I picked up the shade Chameleon, which this looks like a very pretty purpley like plum with blue reflect. I picked up Chocolate Diamond. This is a beautiful like bronze. You can't really see the color because of the holographic packaging, but this is like a bronze color with silver reflect. I picked up the shade Vision. I really don't remember all these colors because they've been sitting in my closet. This one looks kind of like a purpley shade. This one is the shade Tearful. I can open it. I will say Lime Crime has some of the cutest packaging. Like this hollow packaging is adorable. It makes me want to keep it and not throw it away. So Tearful is a really pretty blue with like blue glitters and green glitter reflex with silver. Oh, I don't know if these are holographic. It kind of looks like it to me, but I can't tell because of the bottle. And then this shade is RoseGoals, which obviously is a rose color. And this has like gold, silver, and pink glitters in it. I think I'm going to use this one a lot because I do love rose gold eyeshadow. The next shade I picked up was Aurora, which I love that name. It's so cute. This one is like a purple blue mermaidy color. It has like purple with blue reflex. So pretty. This does have chunks of glitter in it, so if you don't like glitter, you're not probably going to like these. These are kind of like the Stila eyeshadows, but these have chunks of glitter in it. And then the other shade that I picked up was Dragon, and this one is like a dark blue green, which is really pretty. To me, it kind of has like a teal reflect in it. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this one too because I love like dark blue and emerald eyeshadows. The next shade I picked up is Paris, and this is like really pretty. This one looks really pretty. It's like a pinky purple, like with green and blue like shifts in it. It actually looks very ethereal to me. I know my friend Sherry would love this because it honestly reminds me of unicorns. This next shade I picked up is Pixie. So this is a very cute lavender-y purple. It's very light. And the next shade I picked up was Starlight, and this one is really pretty. It's like a purple silver with green and blue reflect, and the glitter chunks are huge. I think I'm going to use this one a lot too. It's really, really pretty. I think the one that calls my attention to the most is Chameleon because it's like a burgundy brown with like green chunks, so it automatically makes me think of lava. It looks so pretty. I think I'm going to like these a lot just from me staring at the packaging. Let's see how they would swatch. Let's see a swatch. Like, that's pretty awesome. That looks really good. You can really see the glitter chunks in it. So I think I'm gonna like these a lot. Speaking of lime crime, I did pick up the Venus XL palette and the Venus 3. The Venus Minis 1 and 2 were my favorite palettes when they first came out because of the shades, and the eyeshadow quality was awesome. So I saw that this was very, very popular when it first launched, and I never could bring myself to buy it. I don't know why. I guess because they weren't at Ulta yet. This is like a very pinky, like grungy palette. I love this so much. To me, this reminds me of Modern Renaissance, but a little bit more fun. I always gravitate towards darker colors because darker colors are my thing, and I can't wait to mess with this eyeshadow formula. Packaging always gets me. I love Venus. I think this artwork is so pretty. Venus 3 palette I've actually wanted for a while. I have not picked up any other mini Venuses. This palette is so cute. I honestly bought it for that purple alone, and these rosy colors are so pretty. I feel like I could use these top row for like a natural everyday look. But I also got this because this palette looks very fun. I feel like this would be a great addition next to this one. Next item I purchased is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist, and this is dermatologist tested, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and vegan. ColourPop is one of my favorite brands, and this has HA, which is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a cool little molecule that holds 1,000 times its weight in water, and I think I'm gonna like this a lot because I'm more into the dewy, hydrated look this year. I'm gonna try some of it right now because my face feels a little dry, and I love the ultra fine mist. I hate when setting sprays spit at you, so it smells really, really good. It smells very fresh. I'll just keep spraying and spraying myself with it. It feels really, really good. It reminds me of the ocean for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's the scent. I think this is going to be one of my new favorites. It's actually really, really affordable. I just love the ultra fine mist in it. So this is probably going to be my new favorite setting spray already. So the next things I purchased are powders. I went ahead and picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I love setting powders. I have a bunch of them, and I want more. I want to try out a lot of setting powders till I find my favorite one. I'm actually testing one out right now, and I like it a lot so far. So this is a huge setting powder. Like, this has a lot of product. This is going to last you a long time. I actually want to pick up the darker orange shade to conceal my eyebrows for Halloween, and my friend loves this a lot, so she recommended that I bought it, and now I get to try it. A lot of people were saying there was flashback with it, but I feel like a lot of flashback depends on the formulation of the powder and how you apply it. If you pack on a translucent powder, of course it's going to give you a white cast, so translucent powders, I would apply these minimally. She also did come out with darker shades. I believe there's 4 different shades that you can choose from, which is awesome. I can't wait to try this out. Another powder that I picked up is the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. This says this is for all skin types, and this is supposed to mattify your makeup up to 16 hours. Dermablend is a very like well-known artistry brand. This is a white translucent. This has a lot of product in it as well. It has 1 ounce. And I did open it earlier just to fill it, and it's very microfine and soft. The next thing I purchased is an oldie but goodie. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a primer and moisturizer in one. This has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid, once again, is that awesome strong molecule that can hold 1,000 times its weight in water. It's very hydrating and plumps the skin. This has niacinamide, so it's supposed to kind of like smooth the texture of your skin while brightening, I believe. The reason why I love this is because I can skip my moisturization step altogether and just go in straight with my primer. I love 2-in-1 products because of that, and this just feels so good. It's super lightweight and thin. Your skin absorbs it fast, and it doesn't feel very thick. This is one of my favorite hydrating primers. I will always buy this. I just love the glass bottle that it comes in. It makes me feel like very luxurious. This primer is one of my best friends. I love it so much. feels really soft, and it really does plump and hydrate the skin. I recommend this for everyone. Even if you're oily, your skin does need hydration. The next item I purchased is another setting spray. This is the Morphe Luminous setting spray, and I don't know if you notice a trend going on, but I'm gravitating more towards hydrating, dewy, plumping products because I feel like when I was doing a lot of matte, you can see my texture more emphasized. I want to see the pump on this one. This one smells good. It's like a very fresh scent. I feel like that made me look a little bit more dewy and glowier. I do like the ultra fine mist on it. It looks really, really good. I do not like sprays that spit at you because it does ruin the makeups. I think I'm gonna like this one a lot. They did have a matte one, but I didn't want to pick up the matte one because I'm trying to be more dewy and more skin-like when it comes to my makeup application, so I decided to pick up this one. I needed setting sprays. I had run out of all my favorite ones, so it was time for me to pick up and try some new ones. The next thing I purchased, which I don't think is no longer in store, I think they're phasing out this out of the store, but this is the Too Faced Do You Glow. This is the Fresh Glow Luminizing Face Primer, and the reason why I purchased it, of course, because it was luminous. So this is infused with watermelon and cucumber, and this does have like a pretty glow to it. When I swatched it a while back, ooh, that's too much. It smells really good. So the reason why I purchased this is because I want that glow from within look underneath my foundation. That looks so pretty. So I know I'm gonna like it a lot. I probably would wear this when I don't wear makeup for my no makeup days. It doesn't smell like really, really strong, but it does smell like a candy scent. The next things I purchased are concealers. They're all from the same brand. I ran out of these, and these are oldie but goodies. This is the Tarte, oh my god. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. And this is very, very popular to this day. I just picked it up because it's very full coverage. I will say that on my mom, since she has dry skin, it can kind of leave the under eye texturized, so make sure you prime and moisturize that eye area pretty well. This works fine for me. I do like it. I'm actually wearing one right now. I did buy the mini to hold me off until I bought the large ones when they were on sale for 21 Days of Beauty, which they were on sale. And now I have a bunch of concealers. So in the large ones, I picked up 4 different shades. I picked up light medium, I picked up medium, tan for when I do get darker in the summer, and deep to contour with, which I think I'm gonna get a darker one too, just to like have a more snatched contour, more defined. But I have been loving contouring with cream products and concealers. I think it's a lot easier than to contour with powder. And I don't know why I bought this mini one. I bought it to hold me off until 21 days and it still stayed in my closet. So now I have an extra medium. Next thing I purchased was because I lost it. I don't know where this item went. I purchased the Awake Lip Therapy Lip Balm, and I love this so much. I believe this is part of like a Korean brand, like sub brand of Tarte, and I've actually used this already because I couldn't hold off. This is a very, very thick lip mask. My lips are very, very dry, so I use this as a chapstick as well. It's one of my favorite products. It smells good, very, very thick and plushy. I haven't tried the Laneige lip mask, so I couldn't give you a comparison, but I do like this one a lot. I don't know how much it was. Maybe it was around $20. This is a concentrated blend of olive, argan, and rosehip raspberry seed oils that work overtime during the day while you sleep. So you can use this in the AM and PM. I usually use this day and night. I had to purchase it again because my stupid self lost it. I can't believe I lost this. I don't know where it disappeared to, but I had to purchase another one. A lot of people don't know that you can purchase M.A.C at Ulta now, which is really awesome. I did buy these online. I'm not sure if these are in store because they haven't been in store in a long time, but I did buy 10 of these, and these are my favorite shades that I used to use when I was a M.A.C artist back in the day. I picked up the shade Cork, Subculture, Spice, Soar, Hoover, Oak, Chestnut, Strip Down, Stone, and Whirl. These are some of my favorite lip liners because of the colors are very, very flattering. My favorite one out of all of these is Cork because it's like contour for your lips. It's really, really pretty. But right now I'm actually wearing Soar lipstick with Soar lip liner, and it's like a really pretty like dusty rose. Another lip liner that I picked up was from NYX, and I actually bought it because it was a dupe for Soar, I believe. NYX lip liners are a dupe for M.A.C liners, so I don't know if this is an exact dupe for Soar, but a lot of people were saying that it was. I would like to purchase them and honestly compare them side by side. This formula is very creamy, it's very pigmented, I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to purchase a lot more of these to see if I can find any color dupes for M.A.C lip liners. The next item I bought was the kohl and Smolder. I love this for smudging out my lower lash line and having like a smudged eye look. Like I can draw this all over my eye and smudge it out, make a smoky eye. One of my favorite liners. It's so dark. I know a lot of people don't like kohl liners, but this reminds me so much of the 90s. Next item I purchased once again is from M.A.C. This is the Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. This is my favorite lower lash mascara because of the bristles. I've actually gone through quite a bit of these, and I believe these are safe for lash extensions. So when you open this up, look how little that brush tip is. I'm actually wearing this on my lower lashes. I have another one that's open in my drawer that needs to be thrown out soon because it's getting dried up. But I highly recommend this for your lower lashes. It's one of my favorites. I've loved this ever since I worked there, and I will continue to recommend this. This does not smudge on my lower lash line. You can remove it with warm water. It's not waterproof, but I believe it is sweat resistant. And I love that it's not a hassle to take off. Next things I purchased were lipsticks, which I don't have these. Purchased the shade Yash and the shade Stone. These are some really pretty colors. Stone is more cool tone. Yash is a like peachy nude. And the last item I picked up from that brand was a Studio Fix Fluid Foundation and NC20. I did not actually have an exact match until they extended their color extension, which NC25 was a little bit too dark and yellow for me, and NC30 was way too dark, so I was honestly in between those two shades. And this one I feel like matches me exactly. I feel like my skin tone is a little weird because I do have like an olive undertone, but I'm also neutral and I'm not too golden. So I noticed a lot of neutral foundations pull off pink on me and a lot of yellow foundations pull off way too yellow. So I feel like this is like the right shade of like olive neutral for me. The closest foundation that matches me exactly is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation, which I picked up in the shade 315N. And these two are my exact matches. I don't have to mix them. I don't have to blend them down my neck. They are really good, and I'm glad they extended out the shade range. Okay, so now I'm going to get a little bit of judgment because I did purchase a lot of different foundations. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that and get that out of the way. And I did purchase some of these because I ran out or I needed darker shades, or I was very curious about the formula. I'm such a complexion / foundation junkie. I love complexion products. I'm always on the hunt for the best foundation for me. And I've actually found quite a few that I've liked this year. So let's go ahead and jump in. I picked up another of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. This is actually very matte, but it does look like skin. That's the reason why I purchased it. And I did pick up two shades. I picked up the shade 50WY and 40WY. Because they weren't my exact match. I think I have to mix them. Next complexion product that I purchased was the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. I picked up the shade 570 Medium Tan, so hopefully this matches me. I picked this up because they are vegan now. It doesn't say cruelty free, but it does have a dewy finish. It actually has a cruelty-free bunny on the back actually. This is vegan and formulated without talc, parabens, formaldehydes, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, and fragrance. This is supposed to blur imperfections, even out skin tone. It's sheer and buildable coverage, instant hydration all day. This does have coconut milk in it and niacinamide. So if you're allergic to coconut or coconut oil breaks you out, I don't recommend you wearing this. But I love how dewy this had look on people's skin, and I'm so into the dew. And I'm actually getting into more sheer foundations because my skin has been clearing up so much. So I can't wait to try this. I'm actually very excited to try this because I love natural makeup. The next two foundations I picked up are the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Luminous Foundation. This is a dewy version of their Photo Focus. That one smelled weird to me and it was a little drying. Now since my oils are a little bit more controlled, I feel like the matte one is too dry for me and clings on my texture, so I did want to try out these. I didn't remember my color, so I picked up Soft Beige and I picked up Buff Bisque. I might have to go darker in the summer. I feel like Buff Bisque will match me just fine. Once again, they're dewy, and a lot of people have given these good reviews, and they're very cheap. That's why I purchased these. The next items I purchased were from L'Oreal, and I picked up the Infallible Pro Glow and the Infallible Pro Matte. I picked these up because they were very popular when they first came out. Once again, I do love dewy glowy foundation. The other product I did purchase was my favorite. I actually had to get a darker shade. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. When this foundation came out, it was the best drugstore foundation I had ever tried. Looks so pretty on the skin, really smooth. It did wear really long for me, and I was very light when I first tried it out a couple winters ago or a winter ago, and I really do like the way this looks on the skin. If you're into drugstore foundations, or if you don't really want to spend the money on a pricey foundation and hate it, I highly recommend you try this one out. This one has not failed me yet. I picked up the Maybelline Superstay foundation because I had used this in the past and it was really good. It's another one of my favorite drugstores, but the one that's my favorite is that Fresh Wear. I picked it up so I can have a little bit of variation when it comes to my drugstore foundations. Okay guys, I swear I think this is the last foundation. I got the Cover FX Custom Drops in the shade in medium 3 to darken up my foundation because some of my foundations are a little too light for me. And I feel like this would be great to balance out some of my shades. That way I don't have to purchase so many for the summer, even though I love foundations and I'm going to buy them anyways. This was made to be worn with other products, so I can't wait to use this and share it out, maybe with my favorite dewy moisturizer. The next products I purchased are from Essence, and I purchased the Lash Princess and Waterproof. This is the False Lash Effect Mascara. One of my favorite drugstore mascaras, super cheap, and I mean it's waterproof. When I used to do makeup, I would use this on my brides and they would of course cry because they were so happy that they were getting married, and this mascara does not budge. I swear by this mascara. I wear this when I want to make sure that my mascara is intact and doesn't bleed down my lower lash line. When I really want to make sure that I look good and not tired, I don't like that mascara smudging down here, I use this one. I've actually gone through quite a few of these already. I think this is my favorite mascara. Next things I purchased were concealers. I actually don't remember how many concealers I bought, but I went concealer happy. I bought the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I did love the matte one, but over time I felt like it was a little too matte for me since my skin was changing a little bit. I picked up the shade Medium Sand and Medium Beige because I didn't know which one would match me. I heard a lot of good things about these concealers, so I can't wait to try these out. I love a good hydrating concealer. I picked up the shade C7 to highlight. I heard this is a really good full coverage drugstore concealer, so that's why I decided to pick it up. Next concealer I purchased was the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. My friend actually recommended this to me. She said it was like a dupe for, I can't remember what concealer, but she swears by it. I got the shade 120 Vanilla to highlight in. I'm probably going to have to get a darker shade to match my skin tone if I really do like it. This next concealer I'm actually very excited for. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. This is dermatologist tested, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and for all skin types. This does have hyaluronic acid in it. I'm a huge fan of hyaluronic acid. And I did get a shade to highlight with. I got the shade Medium 85N, and I already can tell that I'm gonna like it because of the hyaluronic acid in it. I just love HA so much, so I have a feeling this one is gonna be my new favorite concealer. The next foundation I bought is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This is one of my favorite dewy foundations. It's really pretty, very glowy. If you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna like this because it's very luminous, but I'm so into the dewy look right now. I picked up the shade 315N for the 21 Days of Beauty Stills. I highly recommend this foundation if you haven't tried it. Love the bottle so much, it's so sleek and fashionable. I love the glass bottle. Highly recommend this for dry and combo skin. If you're oily, I don't think you're gonna like it because it's really dewy on the skin, and if you're already oily, it might transfer off. Next item I purchased was the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. I've been kind of like playing with mascaras because that's one thing I usually don't buy a lot of is mascara. I usually wear lashes or I wear like a drugstore mascara, so I wanted to try this one out. A lot of people say they like it a lot. The next item I purchased is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade 355 Vanilla. I purchased this to highlight. I love the doe fit, it's really big. I saw that Nikkie Tutorials like this, I believe, so that's the reason why I decided to pick it up. I think L'Oreal has been really doing good with their formulations this year, or this past years. So the Infallible line I really do like. Next items I purchased were more concealers, go figure. I know people are probably over me right now, like you don't need that many concealers and different formulas. But I love trying new makeup, and I love shopping. It's my hobby, so I could see why a lot of people don't say that I need it, which it's true, I don't, but I love trying new things. And this one is an oldie but goodie. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I've actually gone through like maybe 2 or 3 bottles of this. I purchased the shade Light Beige and Nude, and these are one of my favorite concealers. This is half a fluid ounce, which is a lot of product. This is going to last you a long time. This is my favorite high-end concealer. I need to try some more to see if I can find another staple product, but I will always go back to this one. I actually like this one a little bit more than Shape Tape because it is more hydrating. Next products I purchased are primers, and these are from the brand Cover FX. I purchased the blurring primer, 2 gripping primers, the dewy primer, and I think the luminizing primer, which I don't know where I threw the box. A lot of people don't know that Sephora is no longer going to carry Cover FX, which makes me really sad. I think they're phasing them out because they've been on sale. And I believe Cover FX is a clean brand, so it's supposed to be a little bit better for your skin. I did purchase the Water Cloud Primer, the Dewy Skin Primer, the Gripping Primer, and the Blurring Primer. Cover FX is one of my favorite underrated brands. The primer that I'm most excited for to try out is the Dewy Skin Primer because I've been feeling the dew. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with being dewy right now, but I think it looks really pretty on the skin. And my favorite primer of all time is the Gripping Primer. I love a lot of primers, but the Gripping Primer really does hold well to my foundation. I actually bought this because of a lot of influencers' recommendation, and I actually have like maybe 2 of these in my drawer. Highly recommend this primer if you want your makeup to stick longer. Next items I purchased once again are from Cover FX. I don't think they have this anymore in Ulta. This is the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation. I actually like this foundation a lot. I wore it back in the day when I worked at Sephora. I picked up the shade G50, and to me this reminds me of the M.A.C Studio Fix Cream Foundation. It's very full coverage. It looks dewy on the skin. Highly recommend this if you do like that full coverage creamy look. So I think this is great for all skin types. It really looked beautiful on my skin where I wore it back in the day. Next product I purchased from Cover FX is the Matte Setting Powder in Medium, which I like this powder a lot because it has a sifter cover, so when you tilt your powder over, it's not going to spill out everywhere. So that's the reason why I like it. This does have a tint to it, so if you are worried about oxidation, be careful with colored powders because while they do add extra coverage, they can change the color of your foundation while it's wet. Next item I purchased from Cover FX is the blotting powder, which I do get shiny in my T-zone still. And I would like a powder to, I guess, blot my oils. I was very curious to try this out. It does come with like a little powder puff, which is really soft feeling. And basically you just touch up the areas that you're really shiny in. I'm going to throw this in my bag and carry this with me. Next 3 items I purchased are eyeliners. This is the Morphe liquid liner. I think this is the one that has a felt tip. The reason why I purchased this is because when I swatched it a while back in store, it was super matte. I don't think this is waterproof, but I do love the matte eyeliner look. It is a felt tip applicator, which I think will be okay for me to use. I'm usually not a fan of felt tips. I like brush tips, but it was really dark in store, so I can most likely work with it. The liner I purchased was the NYX Glitter Goals Gold Eyeliner, which I'm gonna have to pick up more of these. I love the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Glitter Liner, but it was a little too expensive for me to keep buying, so I wanted to try a different formula. Next eyeliner I purchased was the eyeliner from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a felt tip liner, so I just wanted to try out different liners because I'm such an eyeliner junkie. I actually have a whole collection of liners, and I'm still trying to find my favorite liner, which it's actually tied between maybe 3 liners at the moment. I can't wait to start using more different products because one of these days I'm going to find my ride or die holy grail, and once I find that one that I truly love, I'm not going to buy any other brand of eyeliner. This is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. My friend told me to buy this, that this was like the best highlighter you can get. And I really do like the color of it. It's a little small for me for the price, but it's very pigmented from what I've seen. So I'm going to try this out later and see if I like it. Next item I purchased is unfortunately not at the store anymore. I think they got rid of this collection, but this is the Too Faced Triple Scoop Highlighter Palette. And it is very, very glittery. I like having different types of highlighters. Like I like the natural glowy ones. I love the blinding ones, and I also like some of them to have glitter chunks in it. It just depends on my mood. I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the glitter chunks, but I think everything has a place and time, so I like to have different formulas for different things. Next item I purchased was the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I've used this in the past and I really did love. I like that it's a continuous setting mist. It's very, very fine. And I like that it doesn't spit at you. That's one thing that really bothers me about setting sprays, is when it spits at you and you have like little water spots on your face, ruins the makeup, and it really puts me in a bad mood. So I decided to buy this. I like it a lot. Just the fragrance does get to me sometimes. Like, it doesn't smell bad, it smells fresh, but I feel like they could have done a different scent for this. When I spray this, it literally reminds me of hairspray, like I'm spraying hairspray on my face because it's like aerosol. The next thing I purchased was based off of a friend's recommendation. This is the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in the shade Nude 2.5. She told me it was a dupe for Matte Cork Lip Liner, which this would be a little bit more cheaper than that one. It says it's really creamy and that I would like it, so I purchased it. And we'll see if it's true. I have not bought any Kim Kardashian, West Beauty, or Kylie Jenner products. This is actually my first Kim K product. Their makeup hadn't appealed to me for the longest time, so I'm slowly easing my way into trying them out. So I'm going to start off with this lip liner. If I like it, then I'll try out their other products. Next product I purchased, I'm very excited for. I've never tried one of these products before. This is a skin essence. So skin essence is supposed to permeate the skin deeper when it comes to hydration. If your skin's dehydrated, they recommend using a skin essence. Sometimes you need a little bit more help when it comes to hydration, but I'm excited for this one. This product is dermatologist developed. This is exuviance. This is probiotic Lesade anti-pollution essence. It has polyhydroxy acid. There's this big old thing with polyhydroxy acid, and I don't know if it's like a new molecule. It's formulated to diminish environmental aging and increase the skin's resilience. Exuviance was created by the scientists who discovered glycolic acid and patented the first glycolic pill. Since their groundbreaking discovery, Exuviance has developed many brand new patent anti-aging ingredients backed by evidence and numerous scientific clinical studies. I don't know if you're supposed to use an essence in place of a toner, or if you do the toner first and then the essence. I'm going to have to do more research into that when it comes to application wise, but I've never tried a skin essence before. I actually want to try one that's very popular right now, but it's $100 and something, and this was expensive, but it wasn't $100, so this is the Vitamin C Ester Citrus Brightening Cleanser. So the reason why I purchased this, I haven't tried Perricone MD skincare, and I heard it's really good. It is very expensive, but I heard it's worth it. This is a non-drying formula, cleanses without stripping the skin of natural oils, visibly improving clarity, texture, and tone. So that's what I need, because these masks are leaving me acne. Even though I don't pick at my acne, I do have like little acne spots that are left behind of hyperpigmentation. It's so annoying because I finally got my skin how I wanted it, and I'm tired of having like little spots on my face. This is a Vitamin C Ester. It's supercharged, brightening and smoothing, a more potent and highly stable, less abrasive form of antioxidant-rich vitamin C. Vitamin C Ester gives the appearance of collagen-rich skin, visibly smoothing, brightening, minimize discoloration over time. Unlike traditional vitamin C's, Vitamin C Ester is a fat-soluble and easily absorbable for maximum antioxidant benefits. This has DMAE, intensive firming. I don't know what that is. Produced by the human brain, DMAE visibly lifts sagging skin over time and is easily and quickly absorbed. Visibly plumps the skin to help support the skin's surface and to protect against drying environmental aggressors. And it does come in a dark glass bottle, and the reason why it's dark is because you don't want to expose this to the light, because it's vitamin C. When it gets air exposure, light exposure, it stops working as strong. This is a Vitamin C Ester, so I don't know if it's gonna last longer. I do like that it comes with a pump. This face cleanser looks like really thick from what I can tell, like swishing it around. To me, it looks like honey. So I can't wait to try this out. I've never tried Perricone MD because they're super, super expensive. The next thing I purchased from Perricone MD is the High Potency Classics Firming Evening Repair Night Treatment. And this has that DMAE molecule or whatever. So it's supposed to like help firm the skin. It's very anti-aging. It has retinol in this, so you have to be careful with retinol if you're new to it. This has alpha lipoic acid. I've never heard of that acid before. I love skincare, I'm getting into it. And some of these molecules I've never really heard of, so I'm really curious to learn what they do. This is a fatty acid found in every cell in the human body. Reduces the appearance of lines, wrinkles, and large pores. It is fat and water soluble. Highly absorbable, works alongside with its body's own antioxidant system. So this is a anti-aging treatment, and I did want to buy this because I am starting to see signs of aging on my face, which is normal. It comes in a glass bottle. Once again, it's dark. And it comes with a little pump. I'm probably going to ease my way using this because I don't want to burn my skin with retinol. And when you use retinol products, make sure you wear sunscreen because you're more susceptible to sun damage. Next items I purchased is from The Ordinary. I've actually bought a lot of these. I opened these just to like see the consistency of them. I did buy doubles of some of these so I can give away to my friends and family because I love this brand. I've used this before. This is The Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. I love hyaluronic. Once again, hyaluronic acid is one of my favorite acids. So I bought 2 of these. I think these are like under $15. This is a huge moisturizer. I will say that this moisturizer is very thick and creamy, and it does take a while to permeate the skin barrier, but I think that's the reason why I like it. I think a lot of people with dry skin would really, really like this. I purchased one for me and my mama because she has really dry skin, and this moisturizer lasted me a long time. This is 3.3 fluid ounces. Okay, so the next item I purchased is 100% plant-derived squalane. Squalane is like an oil that is very hydrating. It's anti-aging. I really don't know much about it. I know there's animal-derived squalane and then there's plant-based, so I decided to try this one because it's plant-based. I actually bought 3 of these, 1 for me and then 2 to give away to my friend and my mom. I did buy the Ordinary Grand Active Retinoid 2% in squalane. This is a highly stable water-free solution of a 0.2% ester of all trans retinoic acids. Retinol is a product that helps with skin cell turnover, and it's going to help with like anti-aging, wrinkles, texture, all that good stuff. And the reason why I purchased this is because it has squalane in it. I'm new to retinol, so I want to start off with something gentle and then work my way up into a different retinol. So I purchased one for my mom and one for my best friend, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna like it a lot. The Ordinary has very simple packaging, like it's just a like glass bottle. They're very, very affordable, and the skincare is really good. The next thing I purchased was a lactic acid 10% plus HA. I've actually used lactic acid in the past, and it really has helped with my texture of my skin. I did use the lactic acid from Sunday Riley, but it was $120, and I don't think I can bring myself to buy that product again. It was like 1 point something fluid ounce, and this one is around the same of that, but it was way cheaper. I believe this is under $15. This is a high strength lactic acid superficial peeling formulation. Lactic acid is very hydrating, it's anti-aging, it's going to help with skin texture, and that's the reason why I purchased this. I would probably not mix the retinol and the lactic acid together. I'm going to have to do my research on which acids I can use together because I do not want to give myself a chemical burn. You are literally your own chemist when you are using The Ordinary, so I highly suggest you do your research on what products do what because you don't want to accidentally damage or sensitize your skin. The next item I purchased was the Grand Active Retinoid 2% Emulsion. I don't know what the difference between the Grand Active Retinoid and squalane is versus the emulsion. I think it's just because this one has hydrating factors, so it's going to help soothe the skin. And I don't know if the emulsion is stronger. They're both 2%, but I need to do my research on the difference between these two. They're obviously 2 different ones for a reason, so I just went ahead and picked it up because I want to get into retinol. I picked up 2 100% organic cold pressed Moroccan argan oil. I love argan oil. I used to use the Josie Moran argan oil. It's cold pressed as well. A lot of people don't know that when you press argan oil, it's better to do a cold press, like they smash it with a rock or they smash it with like a machine. When you steam press to get argan oil, they say that the nutrients evaporates with it. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is, but I've always loved cold pressed argan oil to hydrate my skin. Argan oil is very hydrating, it's anti-aging. I use it all over my body, my hair, my face. Love this so much. I bought one for me and my mom because she has very dry skin. And I love to use this at night only. If you're oily, only use oils at night because this can break up your makeup if you wear it underneath it. If you're dry, I feel like you can get away with wearing oil during the day to help seal in moisture. Okay guys, so that concludes my Ulta haul. There was a lot of different products that I showed. Some of them were repeats and some of them were things that I really wanted to try. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it to the end of this video. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button right down below. Also, ring the notification bell to receive notifications for future videos. Thank you all guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!